Hi there, welcome to this video. I am Natasha, and first off I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. Thanks for joining, and I hope your time on my channel is time well spent. Today I'm going to do a reading about the month of December I should say, for you. And so we are going to explore what this month's theme will be week by week. These are the oracles that I am going to use, and I have also put out 4 andaras that you can choose from to decide which reading is for you. First we have this Orchid andara. That is choice 1. The second one is the golden andara. The third one is the pink andara. And the fourth one is the clear andara. Now, if you are interested in purchasing one of these stones, you can do so. I will provide a link from the person who sells these stones. They are quite magnificent, although they're not for everyone. But if you feel drawn to them, you should check out her website, Elemental Ascension, because she's got some amazing stones there. Now let me begin with the reading for the first choice, and that is the Orchid andara. Okay, we have here the 4 weeks of the next month of December, and I will turn the cards over, and every row of cards is 1 week. So this is the first week, the 6 of Wands, 2 of Air, Patience, and keep your dreams alive. The second week we find the 5 of Cups, Ace of Fire, the Star, and Peace again. The third week we find the 8 of Swords, the Chariot, the Tower, and Adventure. And the fourth week, the last week, we find the 3 of Wands, the Page of Fire, 5 of Air, and Make a Decision. Now, the first week, let me see, we find the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands is about a victory. So there has been things going on prior to the first week of December that were quite a challenge for you, but in the first week of December it will become clear that you faced these challenges with success. You are victorious. You will get recognition. People will see you for what you did or what you accomplished, and you feel good about yourself. You may even feel a bit proud of your accomplishments, which is totally deserved. The 2 of Air tells me that there still is something that needs to be resolved, and also this card, Patience, tells me that there is a sort of stagnant energy going on that makes it impossible for you to make a decision, to choose or to go ahead. So after the victory there is a period of stagnation, which is pretty much the theme of this week. Usually after a heavy battle, you need some rest, and that is what these cards are also telling me. It also makes it clear to me that you need this rest to be able to clear your mind enough to be able to make a decision on how to proceed further. And the last card tells me to keep your dreams alive. So even though you're not going anywhere the first week of December, don't stop dreaming. Sometimes a period of rest, a period of waiting, a period of patience, a period of stagnation or indecisiveness is necessary because the timing isn't right. It doesn't mean that your dreams are not right. So you can still work on your dreams, keep them alive, fantasize and work them out in your mind or even on paper. But you cannot make the definite decisions yet. You still need some more time to recover, to be able to incorporate the things that you've overcome in this card, so that you can clear your mind and take the moment that you need to balance everything out. Still, your dreams are very viable. The next week we find the Five of Cups, the Ace of Fire, the Star and Peace again. Now this is quite a riff-raff of cards because the Five of Cups suggests that there is a feeling of loss. There is sadness about things that are gone that cannot be retrieved anymore. And the Ace of Fire is also telling me that there is this movement forward. There is this opportunity that is ready for you, that you can take, that you can make a change, but possibly you still feel sad about certain things in the past that have become out of your reach now. But the new opportunity is definitely being offered, and that opportunity will give you hope, will give you a chance to shine again. So it's best not to stick too long in this emotion, because it may prohibit your movement forward, and it may also dull your hope. But you need to be aware that whenever a door closes, another one opens, and that seems to be the theme of the second week of December for you. And once you realize that, you will be able to find peace again and also the Star is also about peace, knowing that you are being offered a new opportunity to shine, and that should bring you peace of mind. The third week of December we find the Eight of Swords, which is about a feeling of helplessness, not being able from the situation you're in to find a way out. And the Chariot also suggests that there is some willpower needed, some discipline. You need to look inside and see what conflicting energies are going on there that keep you imprisoned in a certain mindset. It can be solved, but it can only be solved if you look within, and therefore you will need to get rid of some ideas that you believed in. You may harbor certain beliefs that prevent you from moving forward and getting out of this stagnant energy that you're feeling. I suppose it still has to do with this, and maybe even with this, because you've conquered something but probably lost something as well, and you find it very hard to get rid of that feeling of loss and helplessness, but that is inside yourself. There are conflicting beliefs or energies or even impulses that you're harboring that are preventing you from seeing the solution out. And the Tower tells me that you need to let go of a certain mindset, possibly the mindset of helplessness, because the power is inside of you. All you need to do is to assert it and to exert it. This means that you need to look inside and see what old beliefs are holding you back. And this card is about adventure. It tells me, again, in line with this new opportunity and the hope to shine again, that you need to take this chance to grow, because it will bring you a new adventure. Life can be considered one great adventure. And whenever you pass one challenge, the next opportunity for growth appears. And that is what this card tells me. This third week, you will be confronted with your own limitations and the beliefs that you hold that make those limitations a problem for you for moving forward. Not be afraid to dive into this adventure. Look inside, because the solutions are inside. The fourth week of December, the last week, we find the Three of Wands. Finally, I see that you're able to open your gaze and look to the horizon, to look whatever new adventure may be waiting for you. So apparently you've come through this week quite alright. You are beginning something new. You have a lot of creative energy. There may be someone coming into your life with the properties that are very part of the Page of Fire, very friendly, creative, a little bit mischievous, but also very confident, very energetic. And there may be some good news for you that makes you aware that not all is lost, and that there are things at the horizon that are worth striving for. And the Five of Air, it does tell me that there may be a bit of an internal struggle going on. Maybe you're not quite done with this tower aspect and this chariot aspect of the previous week, because you're still battling with ideas, still trying to get your mind to go where your heart is going. And this are both wand energies, so they are about creativity, about energy, about growth, about moving forward. And I see that this card tells me to make a decision, and apparently you still have some trouble to make that decision. You're weighing different ideas. Some ideas are better than others, but all ideas have pros and cons, and it is quite difficult for you at this point to make this decision very in line with this Two of Air card. Maybe you haven't worked out things quite as well as you wanted to, but I feel that at this point you are not really forced, but very much being pushed to make a decision. Even though you're still battling things, sometimes you just need to take a chance, and that is what this card is about as well. So this is how the month of December will look for you, and I hope it will be an awesome month for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked this video, please leave a like, share and comment. You can also become a patron and get access to an exclusive Facebook group and exclusive material and a discount on my personal readings. For a personal reading, you can contact me. My email address is in the description box below. If you don't want that but like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish you an amazing day. Be blessed. Bye! So for those of you who chose the golden andara, I will be preparing your reading. I will pull from each deck for each week a card. And that will cover the month of December for you. Okay, these are the cards for the 4 weeks of the next month of December. Let me see what we have here. We find the Ace of Swords. We find Judgment or Renewal, I believe that would be translated for this deck. We find the Page of Water and Keep Your Innocent Childlike Spirit. For the second week we find the Eight of Pentacles. We find the Star. We find the Hierophant, and we find the card Follow Your Heart. For the third week we find the Princess of Pentacles. We find the card of Letting Go. We find the Sun, and we find Inner Truths. Also in the fourth week we find the Queen of Swords. We find the Eight of Fire. We find the Star. And we find Gratitude and Appreciation. Now for this first week, it looks to me very much like there are new ideas coming up. I have 3 cards that all hint in the direction of new ideas, renewal, new insights or news about new insights. Also very positive tone I see. Of course the Ace of Swords is about new ideas, new insights, new intellectual horizons, and renewal is about reevaluating things that were in the past, and with the ability to heal whatever needs healing or to discard whatever is redundant. It's also a very positive omen, a positive turn of events, a new road opening up, new ways of looking at the world because of the cleansing of this energy. It's very much about letting go old things or reliving old things from the past in order to heal them so that they will not cloud your judgment or your vision anymore. And that is also depicted by the Ace of Swords and also the Page of Water, which is very much about emotions that come to the surface that need healing, which is very much in line with this card of renewal. And in this process you are being asked to keep your childlike spirit, to keep your ability to wonder about the world, to be amazed about the world around you, to be open for new things, as is being suggested by these 3 cards. Whenever you are able to keep your ability to wonder and to be open for everything that comes your way, things will be very harmonious, very positive and very beneficial for you. So this first week is a very amazing week, and I suspect it will leave an impression for you that lasts longer than this week. The next week we see you working hard, you're building your skills, you see new horizons, there's new hope for plans or abilities being cultivated, or new opportunities to shine for you, and you may even be asked to use your insights and your ability to lift yourself and others up to be a guidance for other people, and you're asked to be led by your heart. Your heart is the way shower, and your mind is the aspect of yourself that challenges the obstacles, and your body is the channel through which you can be of guidance to other people, to be the deliverer of hope, to be the deliverer of new perspectives, for yourself, but also for other people. That is what this Hierophant means, that you are a guide for other people. You can show other people the way in how to deal with things, and as long as you use your heart as the main compass, the main guide for doing so, you will have success and you will lift yourself up as well as others. But it will take hard work. It will not come by sitting back and relaxing. You will need to work for it. But I will say, because of these cards, especially the star, it will not feel like work. It will be a very active time, but it will definitely not feel like a chore or like work. For the third week, we see the Princess of Pentacles. You're being asked to let go something and also to shine some light on your inner truths. Now, I think that that this selection of cards, all four of them together, hold a message that you may have limiting beliefs about your right on material wealth. The Princess of Pentacles is about study, about willingness to learn, about trying to get a handle on this material aspect of life, being able to provide for yourself, to make sure that your physical needs are met. And it's also about abundance, financial security, but learning about these things, learning how to establish them. And it seems to me that you're being asked to look inside yourself and see what your deepest inner truths are in relation to this material aspect. Because I see that there are limiting beliefs and you are being asked to let them go. You can do without those beliefs. Everyone has, I would say, a God-given right to fulfill his needs in material ways. And if you have beliefs that say that you need to sacrifice your financial security or your abundance in order for other people to have some, you're not doing yourself a favor, and you're also not being fair to these other people. So look at your inner truth, shine a light on them, shine your light in the darkest crevices of your inner being to see what beliefs you hold there that you need to let go. And once you do that, I suspect it will be much easier to get a handle on this material abundance aspect in your life. So that will be the theme for the third week. And then we find the last week, the Queen of Swords, Eight of Fire. We find the Star, and we find gratitude and appreciation. Now, the Queen of Swords is someone who learned by experience, and it wasn't an easy history that she went through. So she is scarred, but also her scars bring wisdom that is very hard to come by in another way. And that wisdom will get an opportunity to shine, and it will happen quite quickly as well. Things are being set in motion, and events will succeed in each other quickly, and will bring you to great heights, and you will be able to shine your wisdom that you've gained. And in the meantime, as long as you don't forget to be grateful and to appreciate whatever you have now, that you only have it because of your past, which may have been difficult, you can appreciate even the harder things that you went through in order to reach these incredible heights that you will see come to fruition in the last week of December for you. So this is a reading very much about internal growth and development, and it looks to me as if you are being very successful in the next month of December. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked this video, please leave a like, share and comment. You can also become a Patreon and get access to an exclusive Facebook group and exclusive material and a discount on my personal readings. For a personal reading, you can contact me. My email address is in the description box below. If you don't want that but like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish you an amazing day. Be blessed. Bye! For those of you who chose the pink andara, this is going to be your reading for the month of December. And I will prepare your reading. I will lay out 4 rows with 1 card of each oracle that will tell me and you how that week will be. So these are the cards for the month of December for you. Let me see what we have. In the first week we find the 9 of Pentacles. We find the 3 of Earth, the 9 of Air and the Big Picture. For the second week we find the Emperor, the Rider, the Knight of Earth, the 8 of Fire, and Perfect Circumstances. For the third week we find the King of Swords, the 6 of Air, the 4 of Air, and Vulnerability. And for the last week of December we find the Magician, 4 of Earth, 2 of Water, and a new approach. Now for the first week we find the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is about abundance. There's a lot that you've accomplished. There is enough to meet your needs, but you're not overly attached to what you have. You have a healthy balance with your wealth. And we find the 3 of Earth, which is about creativity and being tested. Sometimes it means acknowledgement, sometimes it means you're being put to the test. And it seems to me that this test is worrying you a bit. Maybe you feel that you can lose all of this, but again, you should not be very attached to what you have right here. You can grow, but it can also turn another direction, and I feel that that is dependent on this test, and that worries you a lot. It may keep you up at night. You may have all sorts of horror scenarios in your mind about how the test will go wrong and you will lose everything that you've accomplished. But again, these cards do not tell me how things turn out, but they do remind you to look at the big picture. Look at it this way. If you are open for the fluent forces of the universe, they will direct you in the direction that you need to be in. So if this is something that may not work out for you, then there is another path for you to choose. And once you have faith in whatever the outcome is, you can release these worries. I suspect that this will work out much better and nothing will be lost. So it is a bit dependent on how you look at things, what the outcome of this situation will be. For the second week we find the Emperor and the Knight of Earth. Now these are both cards that are very much about establishing security, about financial, material wealth and security, about order, hardworking, dedicated, loyal, honest, and also working things in a slow and steady pace. Don't rush into things. The good things take time to accomplish, to build, and that is what this card tells me. Both these cards tell me that you can accomplish this dominion by working hard, by not giving up, by keep continuing to go on and work hard to get it done. Both of them are very much of the same energy. They are about accomplishment, working for accomplishment. You don't become emperor just by itself. You need to work for it. You need to prove your skills and your worth. And to me it seems, looking at the cards of this week, that this test will work out fine for you. The Eight of Fire has a double meaning. It can mean that it goes very fast, but it can also mean that there is a period of uncertainty and you need to keep faith and trust in the little things of life that give you hope and direction. So, and these two cards have a bit of a contrary meaning because this is about a slow and steady pace, working hard and for an extended period of time to get something done, while this card speaks of quick succession of events. So I would suggest this card is more about keeping faith in a positive outcome of your work while you are working, and that work is being done in the perfect circumstances. So everything you need will be there. If you need help, it will be there. If you need resources, they will be there. Everything you need to accomplish this work that you're working on will be there. For the third week of December, we find the King of Swords, the Six of Air, the Four of Air, and vulnerability. Now, the King of Swords is about strategizing, and the Six of Air is about moving away from a certain situation, taking with you know that has value, and start again. But these two cards, they're both air cards, so it means that you are looking for a new start, but also you need to approach it in a strategic way. You cannot just go blindly into that. You need to think out a strategy before you start on something new. And also you need to not forget that you need a period of rest, of recuperation, some time for yourself, and during that period you will probably be and feel quite vulnerable. There is nothing wrong with that. It also tells you which aspects of yourself need protection, and that addresses also this strategic approach. So be strategic in your action and make sure that you protect your vulnerability while you take a rest, while you begin anew. And every beginning is very vulnerable and small, and therefore you need to work on a good plan to secure whatever you need to secure in this situation. And for the last week of December, we find the Magician, the 4 of Earth, 2 of Water, and a new approach. It seems that you have been able to manifest a certain amount of wealth and financial security. The Magician is very much about knowing how to manipulate the material world in order to get what you need. And this 4 of Earth tells me that you were able to gain this material security, this material abundance. But there is also the danger of locking yourself up, clamping down on what you have, and also in relation with a new relationship. It can mean a love relationship, but it can also mean a new partnership which evokes a lot of feelings. There is this, maybe it's about experiences in the past that you fear that this relationship may be a threat to your accomplished wealth, but you need to realize you manifested both. You manifested both this secure financial security as well as this love relationship. You've either already manifested this, or you are in the process of manifesting this. And this card, a new approach, tells me that maybe you need to activate this ability with a new approach to things. If you look at this previous week, where you start anew, you move away, you start anew, it means that you may approach things in a different way, and then you find that you do have the power to manifest things, maybe even quite quickly. So this is about learning how to balance your emotions, your material needs while manifesting, and that requires of you a new approach as to how you've usually approached things. So I hope this was useful for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you like this video, please leave a like, share and comment. You can also become a Patreon and get access to an exclusive Facebook group and exclusive material and a discount on my personal readings. For a personal reading, you can contact me. My email address is in the description box below. If you don't want that but like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish you an amazing day. Be blessed. Bye. And for those of you who chose the clear andara, I will be preparing your reading now. I will lay out 4 rows of cards with 1 card from each deck, and they will cover the entire month of December, week by week. Okay, these are your cards for each week of the next month of December. For the first week, we find the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Fire, we find Patience, and we find, I'm looking for the translation, an Amazing Vision, something like that. For the second week, we find 7 of Swords, the card of the Ego, the Messenger of Air, and Clean the Old, remove the old. And the third week we find the King of Wands, the Four of Water, we find the Moon, and we find expansion. And for the last week we find Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Fire, the Four of Fire, and laughter. Now to see what we have the first week, the Queen of Wands and Nine of Wands. It tells me that you are very established in your creativity, your intuition, you're a very warm-hearted person, very generous, but also you are a bit wary of things. You have learned through life that you cannot just open up yourself for everyone, because people will take advantage of that, and you're kind of expecting that. So even though you're naturally very warm, very open, very gracious, generous, warm-hearted, you have become a bit reserved and maybe even a bit distrustful. You find it necessary to protect the things that you've accomplished so far, and I suppose it is because of the experience that people may take advantage of things if you open yourself too much. We also find patience, which means that it needs time, and also you need to be aware that the visions that you have are very wonderful and very idealistic, and you should try to keep them alive as well. If you want to accomplish something, it takes time, and whatever you have, you can build on it, but again it takes time, and you will need to hold your visions high in order to get there. It's very wise of you not to give away everything, not to open yourself up totally. You have to have a bit of reserve in order to be able to manifest these dreams. And you have quite a good reason to be a bit distrustful or a bit wary of people taking advantage, because what I see in the second week, that you may be dealing with a situation where someone is either trying to pull something on you or trying to get you ensnared in a toxic situation. So it's not a bad thing to have your guard up a bit. And I suspect that this week will be totally in the theme of this situation, of someone trying to get you either to do shady business with you, or to try to steal, or to take advantage of you, or to ensnare you in a toxic situation. And maybe someone is laying out a trap for you. There is someone in your environment that you cannot trust, that may pull something on you if you don't pay attention. So what happens? You are aware of that situation, and it will take your entire focus. You are completely focused on trying to solve this issue, to find some tactics or solutions to this situation. But there is some advice that these cards have for you, and that is clean up the old. This may be a relationship that stems from a situation from the past that is very toxic, and it seems to me that you need to clear out that toxic relationship or toxic situation from your life. But I feel your entire week may revolve around this situation. I see that even though you are very successful and that you've managed to take a leadership role in this situation, it also seems to me that you feel you missed something. Why did this person get a hold on you in the first place? Is there some deception going on? It tells me that there is a need to look inside yourself, to reflect on yourself, to look at your intuitions that you've had and how this situation came to be. And it tells me that this needs some expansion in your life, so you really need to take some time on the more emotional trappings that were possibly involved in the situation of the previous week. You need to literally reflect on yourself. Both the moon as 4 of water hint to that. And you need to have in general more self-reflection on how certain situations can come to pass, because you do have your own influence in that, and you need to become aware of that. Not just for this situation, because if you don't get a hold on this situation will repeat over and over with different actors, but the situation will be the same. So there is a definite need of expansion, of more introspection, more reflection on yourself, and being aware that things may not always be as they seem. You may be a little naive still. So this situation brought to light that there is some inner work to do. And in the last month I can see a celebration with friends, with family mostly, and abundant. There is a lot of fire. There is possibly a person that represents the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands, and she's very warm-hearted, gracious, creative, energetic, magnetic, very warm-hearted, but also the energy itself. So it seems that you are having an awesome holiday. The 4 of Fire is about a party, music, dance, fun, good meals, abundance, and with your family and friends, I see everybody coming together for this wonderful abundance. And this card, laughter, tells me that it's going to be an amazing holiday. You're going to have so much fun together. You're going to enjoy each other's company. There's going to be a lot of fun together, a lot of warm, positive energy, an amazing holiday feast where everybody is very harmonious with each other, and much fun and much laughter. So you are going to have an amazing last week of December after some challenges, and I suspect this theme might come up for you the next year as well. This is something you need to work on for the long term. So if you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked this video, please leave a like, share and comment. You can also become a Patreon and get access to an exclusive Facebook group and exclusive material and a discount on my personal readings. For personal reading, you can contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you don't want that but like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish you an amazing day. Be blessed. Bye.